This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Now, this topic is not that widely used, right? This topic is not that widely used. Chatter API or streaming API. Rarely, in real time, you'll never find a usage of it, right? 99.9999%, there'll be no usage of it. Very frankly, I have never used a Chatter API in my life till this date. It's almost that 10 years I'm on Salesforce. I've been doing programming. I'm handling all the integration at this moment for the last 4.5, 5 years. I'm handling all the integration department, right? I never got any requirement of Chatter or right streaming API. However, as a part of it, as a part of the syllabus, I'll be showing you. Now, let's understand what is a Chatter API, right? And streaming API. Rupam at the rate lt04.com, password CRM1234 hash. I press enter. I press enter, right? You can see my screen moving. Now, what is a Chatter API? What is a Chatter API? Let's understand. Whenever I go to a Chatter, I click on all app, view app. I click on view all. I scroll down. I click on this Chatter, right? Below the case, we have the Chatter. I click on Chatter. That's where you can post something, right? You can post many things. Hi, right? I'm going and posting. Hi, good morning, guys. GUIS. I say share, right? Next, today we will, right? We will talk about CHATT Chatter API. So that how many posts I made? I made 2 posts. Just now, Rupam posted this. Who can see? Every employee in my organization can see. If there are 100 employees in my organization, all my 100 employees would be able to see this, right? This Chatter post, the post that I made in the Chatter. Today's class will be focused on how to retrieve this post, how to retrieve this post, and how to write a post. Suppose from the Facebook somebody wants to write, which we cannot do, but I can show you, right? If somebody wants to write, right, how can they write, right? For example, whenever you buy something, right, immediately it'll come, wow, Rupam, share with your friends in WhatsApp, share with your friends on Facebook. And if you click share, then automatically a Facebook post will be made automatically by the system, by Flipkart or by Snapdeal, which mostly we say cancel. We don't post, right? Similarly, in case if some external system wants to post something in the Chatter, then we use this Chatter API. Chatter API is to use to retrieve the chat, to retrieve a chat or to push a chat, to pull a chat, to push a chat. Push pull of a chat is called Chatter API. Push pull of a chat is called Chatter API. I posted these 2 comments. Hi, good morning, guys. Today we will talk about Chatter API. These are the 2 things that I just posted. This 2 posts, I want to pull it. I want to pull. Third party system wants to pull. How they can pull? How they can pull? First of all, as I told you, for the God's sake, don't jump in programming and integration. First, read about Chatter API documentation, how it works, CHATT, Chatter API in Salesforce. I type in Google Chatter API in Salesforce. Go to the Chatter REST development. Chatter is always REST, not SOAP. I told you in real time, 90% would be your REST. See, introduction. Read this introduction. How to build Chatter API, how to build the URL, how to send a response, right? All these you have to understand, right? You have to read these lines. What is the Chatter? How to get it URL? What is the endpoint URL? What are the different types of data available? See how the response is coming. You have to read all these things, guys. right? Without reading, I will write the code, it'll work. But for you to understand, you have to go with this all. OAuth, OAuth, we will use OAuth, right? Some basic of flow. You have to read all these, right? User agent OAuth, right? How it's working. This complete flow diagram, it's a documentation which will take at least how many? 2 or 3 days for you to read this. Step one, right? Obtain the organization. Step two, see, they are giving you the URL, right? Within the org, if you want to do, see, access token, instance URL, right? All these documents you have to read, guys, right? You have to read these documents. Complete big document. Chatter API itself will be how many? Some about 300 pages. But I will tell you the whole class in 45 minutes to 1 hour. Because we have read this document. We have in the past when to use, right? How to use, what is the architecture, how to form a JSON's request, how to send a request, how to build a resource URL, right? See that so many URL are there. I'll be taking this URL, right? Instance name dot version 48, connect communities, right? So services, data, all these I will take here. This one I will take. Community path, right? Services, data. See, it's taking you this. Which path to use when? You have to read this documentation. Thoroughly, you have to read this documentation, right? How to get a response, right? Read all these things. Do not start the programming just like that. Do not start the programming just like that. You have to read all these, right? You have to read this document complete, which I can't show you. I can't make you to read this whole document. I can't do it in the classroom. You have to do it after the class. Here is an example formatted to show the request body part, how the request is made, how the request is made, how the request is made. These are all longer way. I'll show you the simpler way. But to understand all these, remember that to understand all these, you have to go ahead and you have to write examples. I'll be mostly seeing the examples. Post a feed, post a feed examples. So many are there. See, this is how today I'll form the body. This is how I will take services data 48. This is how I will take feed element, right? Exactly this I'll copy, right? Post a feed, get a feed, right? Post a comment. We will use this. We'll post a comment. Feed element. We'll use this. Post a comment. Feed, right? So you have to know how the body is formed and all these things you have to go by documentation, right? It's not only this, every lightning as well as every integration has to be thoroughly studied before you start doing it. Doing is 30 minutes or 1 hour work. To reach to that stage, 50 hours of work of study is required. 40 to 50 hours of study is required. After 40 to 50 hours of study, right? 2 hours or 5 hours of work. Total integration is 50 hours, 60 hours work. Out of that, 90% is your study. 90% is your study. Remember that in the real time is the same thing goes on. 90% is your study. You have to call this out very clearly that I need to go open and show that this chatter document have to go to understand what is the form, what is the URL I have to call, how I have to call the URL, how can I pass the parameters, how the parameter structure looks, right? I have to understand this first, right? What way? Because you are sending a data to a third party system. You are retrieving a data from a third party system, right? So obviously you don't know the third party system. That's a Facebook system. You are not a Facebook programmer. That's an Amazon WebW system. You don't know what is you're not an Amazon programmer. Amazon programmer has programmed in his way. You have to understand that first and then you have to do the development, right? Now, today we will see this. Now, I will write the program. 80% you'll understand. 20% wherever you don't understand, please refer to this documentation. I will give you the definition. 20% whatever you are not able to understand, please go ahead and review this document. You can download the PDF copy of it, right? It would be about how many, see, complete Salesforce Chatter REST API. How many pages? You see that? 1114 page is the concept. 1114 page is just one topic called as Chatter API. One topic called as Chatter API. One topic called as, you have everything inside this. How to create a group in the Chatter, how to share a feed, how to like a feed. Somebody will click a like button. How to like a feed. All these are there. Everything, how to post a file, how to retrieve a file, right? I might not go in this much deep in depth, right? I will show you how to retrieve single file, how to retrieve and everything, and remaining all, if you want, you have to go this. See, 99% not used, but in case if it's used, please come here. So now let's do the programming, right? So let me log into my group, right? I'm already logged in. These are the two posts. The whole class I will divide into two pieces. The whole class I will divide into two pieces. Number one, retrieving a post. Number two, posting a post, posting a comment. The way I'm manually posting a comment, hi guys, right, post. Okay, let's start. Okay. What is this? Manually I'm posting a comments. I want third-party system will post a comment. Whatever the comments that I posted has to be pulled. Two pieces, pulling, pull and push. First, let us see pull, right? Setup. Oh, why setup? Sorry. First, okay, anyhow, we have to come to setup. So let's go to the developer console, right? Let us go to a developer console. Let us go to a developer console. Okay, right? So let me close everything. Why the developer console is coming like this? Once again, developer console. I should be able to see the name there, right? Okay, now it's there. I close everything. Whatever was created, I'm closing everything. Right? I make the developer console big. File, new, Apex class. What is this? CHATTR, Chatter API. Chatter API. I'm writing a class called as public class Chatter API. You actually have to put global, but okay, it works on public also. Inside that, I will declare public. What is that? String. Can you hear me, guys? Everyone, it's clear? Yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Public screen, that's good, sorry. Right? Result. Public string result. Right? Set get. Right? Declare. This is where I'll store the result. Public void. I'm writing a method. Get post comments. COMMENT. Get post comments. It is nothing but pull underscore pull. I'm doing the pull. I'm writing the pull method. Pull. I'm writing the pull method. Right? I'm writing the pull method. Right? I'm writing the pull method. So how to write a pull? Everyone knows it. I'm not doing something new. HTTP P equals to new HTTP. New HTTP. New HTTP. Next, HTTP request. I'm declaring everything at the starting itself, guys. Right? Same programming I'm doing in a different fashion. That's it. HTTP request equals to new HTTP request. Now only first what I used to do, I used to form HTTP, then I have to form endpoint URL, right? HTTP request, HTTP request, the name is REQUEST request equals to new HTTP request, new HTTP request. If you want, I can take R capital, R capital, HTTP request. Now, what is that? Endpoint URL, right? Rather than declaring a string URL, directly I'm declaring request.endpoint URL. Earlier, what used to do? We used to say string endpoint, and then we have to discuss. We used to put it there. Now I am saying set what? END endpoint. Here we used to define a string endpoint. Now I'm directly declaring it here itself. I'm directly declaring it here itself. What is that? For that, I have to go to the documentation. Ooh, examples. I have to retrieve, right? Post a comment. No. Get a comment. Get. Post. Get. Right. Search a feed. Share a feed. Right. Get a list. Right. Post. Okay. Let's take post a comment. Mostly the field will be same. What it says, it gives you this services, right? Version 48, right? Data, chatter, right? Feed element, right? It gives you a path. See this path we have to take. Always first before you go, let's go to setup. Let us see what is our server name. What is our server name? What is a link? We have to create a link, right? If you remember that, I told you that, right? Always, whenever you go to the workbench, you get a full link, right? ap16.salesforce.com/services, right? So first, let me go to the company settings. Let me click on company settings. Sorry, company information. I want to see the server where I'm connected. My service is AP16. AP16. Perfect. Now I can take it. What is that? HTTPS. Right? // What is that? AP16 dot salesforce.com. SALESFORC force.com. Everybody knows this link, right? This was the link that you see always before creating a domain. After creating a domain, it overrides the domain with LT, but use the original server name. ap16.salesforce.com/ copy from here now, right? Go to the documentation. /service /data /chatter /control C, right? See, service /data right this feed items. Let us see some feed items. Do you have any example with a feed item? We'll get a direct path, or else I have to feed item. Feed item. Okay, post a feed item. Perfect. This is the one. Post a feed item, right? Chatter feed services.chatter.feed element. Okay, then you have in this and okay. Now I'm not posting it, I'm retrieving it. Get feed item. Do you have any get feed item? Get feed group, get feed item. Do you see anywhere get feed item? Get feed item, get feed element, get feed item. I want a get feed item link. Whatever the feeds that I've made, right? Not one comment, whatever the comments that I have posted. Okay, so chatter, right? I remember the path. I'll give you the path. So what is this, right? use 29 version, HTTP, right? AP16. Why I'm using 29 version? Today is 48 because the link 29, 30, 31. That time the link was main. Today domain is main. Today you can see that this is main. But whenever you want to connect Chatter, you cannot connect with the domain. You have to go with the server only. Server doesn't work with 47, 48. You have to work with 29, 30, 35 till 32, 35. It works, right? From there onwards, it becomes a domain. So that's the reason for safer side, I'm going to 29. You can type 25, 25 also. You can type 30 also. But safer side, I'm going to 29. So server name slash service slash data slash go to the 29 or 30th version slash chatter slash feeds 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 slash record reco. I want to get all the records in the feed. Whatever the records are there, it will be stored in this location, record record slash who mine my post slash feed items items. This is the endpoint URL. This is my endpoint URL. If I have made a mistake, then we'll see later. First, let's start with this. HTTPS, right? ap16.salesforce.com. Go and find your server, services, right? Data, version 29. Anything less than 35, you can take it. Chatter, because above 35 it's domain, below 35 it's right server. So chatter, right? Feeds, record, me, feed item. That's the link. Perfect. Next, what I want to get. So request dot. Earlier, this whole link we used to declare outside as a string endpoint, but now I'm directly putting it here, right? Request dot what? Set method. Set method is what? What type of method? Everyone knows get method. Get. Next, what is that? Request. In the request dot what? Set header, right? Set header, key and value, set header. What is the key, right? Key is here. I have to say authorization, right? I have to use a word called authorization. AUTHORIZATION, authorization, comma. Authorization is what? I want system to take open authentication, OAuth, OAuth. Who's OAuth? Plus current user, USER user INFO, user info table dot get session ID, whatever the current session ID is there, whoever is logged in, get his information, login, right? In the header, I have passed the username and automatically the system will take the session username, public, done. Now, HTTP, I will get what? Now let's post, let's go ahead and fire this. HTTP, right? RESP, response equals to p dot send what? The request. Immediately I'll get a response, and that response I will store in this result. Result equals to what? Response dot body. In the response, it will come in the body. Response dot get body. Response dot get body. Over. Control S. Any error? Let's see. No error. Now let's write a Visualforce page. New Visualforce page. You just need to know the URL. That's it. For that you have to study. I will say CHATTR Chatter API. I create a Visualforce page. I'm creating a Visualforce page. I will say controller Control equals to what? This class name. Control equals to this. Now, what is that? I will say Apex form. Apex FORM form. My form start, form ends. Apex form. Right? Inside the form, what I will have? I will have a command button. That's it. APEX, Apex COMM command button. What I will do? Value. Value equals to what? Get post or pull the post. Pull the post. Post made. Pull all the post made. Right? Action. Action. Action equals to what? Exclamation. This is the method name. Control C. Action equals to this. Whenever this is called, automatically what will happen now? Right? Let's display the result. Display the result. Display the result. The chatter, right? The response. Response equals to what? Result. Where the response will be stored? It will be stored in the result. So that system will give you a response in JSON format, and I'll be able to see the JSON format. Response. In between, I'm giving paragraph tag. Paragraph tag. I'm giving some paragraph tag so that, right between the button, paragraph. Paragraph. Response. I will say form ID. ID equals to what? FM form. Here, right? Whenever the button is clicked, re-render. I will say re-render. Re-render. Re-render what? Form 1. Refresh the form 1. Or form. Refresh the form. Control S. Now see the output. Done. Preview. One page will come, one button will come. That's it. Right? One page has come, one button has come. Whenever I click on pull the post made, we got an error. Why? Because we didn't added this to where? We didn't added this endpoint URL to our, right? Where? We have to add this link, right? Where we have to add this?
The remote site settings.
Remote site setting.
Remote
That's correct. So under company, right? Under security, remote site setting. Otherwise, system will not work. Even though it's a Salesforce, remote site settings. I have to add this to remote site setting, right? New remote site setting. Its name SFDC chatter, right? I paste it. I click on save. Done. Now next time when you refresh, I click on pull the post. Invalid header type, error code. Okay, response I'm not getting properly. Invalid header I'm getting. Response I'm not getting properly. Let us see where we made a mistake. Right, link is correct or not? Let us see. It's get is correct. Authorization authorization spelling is correct. Correct, it's correct. OAuth spelling is correct, right? Plus user info dot session ID. Session ID, get session ID is correct. Let us see. HTTPS, perfect, right? ap16.salesforce.com, SALES. Keep on observing the spelling, guys. Services, right? Data, right? V 29.0, okay, right? Chatter, CHATTER, correct. Feeds, correct. Record, correct. Me, correct. Feed, correct. Hyphen items, link looks to be good. Now, what I'm doing, sorry?
Sir, line number 11, authorization is, that is not Z, yes site.
Right?
SATION.
No, Z only. And there is S is not used. right? In English,
Okay.
here in that we use only Z only. Request
Okay.
dot set method get request dot set header is equal to authorization OAuth. Perfect. OAuth is also correct. Plus user info dot get session ID. That's also correct, right? I don't see anywhere we made any mistake other than the link. If I'm not wrong, maybe the link I have to check it out twice. Set method is also this set header, right? Control S. Once again, let me try, right? Let me see here. Perfect, right? Invalid header type. Invalid auth header. Auth header is invalid. Okay. Authorization. This is how we give the authorization. That's correct. OAuth. That's correct. We should give OAuth. Username dot get session ID. User info dot get session ID. Perfect. I don't see any issues anywhere. Response. Right. Should be working. It should be working. HTTP request pull get set new request, right? I created a new request. Perfect. Request dot set endpoint. Endpoint is also looks good. Authorization. Let's go see the documentation. See, that's exactly is the whole, right? Documentation, authorization, right? AUTH search. So, right? OAuth. Let us see. OAuth. User login. User authorization app sends authorization code. How it is used. Access token I don't need. Next. Authorization equals to OAuth followed by access token. Authorization, right? Header. I'm just checking. See, these are the documentation complete. Your whole time will go in this. Writing code is very simple, but to get the user, okay, flow, I don't require server authentication, right? I'm just checking how can I, okay, I don't want server authentication. I want OAuth authentication. Whoever is logged in, right? Post a comment, post a feed, get a group feed. Let's see, right? Get feed element page, right? Get a feed. Go back, right? Next. This is what post a feed. Post a feed is easy. That we can do it, but get a feed is itself is a problem, right? Feed. So that whole 11,000 page document we have to read. Long back I've read. Now I'm just trying to use those, right? Looks once again. Let us see whether everything is fine or not. HTTP request is this, okay? Endpoint perfectly fine. Request.get, right? Perfectly fine. Request.set header. Authorization perfect. Comma OAuth. Perfect. OAuth. Is it O or 0 I gave? Right? OAuth. Okay. OAuth plus user info dot get session ID. Get session ID will get the authorization. Right. HTTP response. The code looks to be good, guys. I don't have any problem. Control S. Right. Value is this. Preview. See, we have added message invalid header type, error code invalid auth header. Invalid header type. Header type is incorrect. It's saying right? Header type is incorrect. Let me go to 28th version, right? Get, 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 get. Header type is correct. Set header, perfect. Set method, set method. Okay, let me change the, I'm just going previous version itself. Let's see whether that serves the purpose or not. I will say post made. Okay, still it's giving me page, right? Response, I'm not getting any response. Header is incorrect, right? Let me, we have added this, right? ap16.salesforce.com, that's all added, perfectly added. Post, what happened? Why it's not working? Let's do one thing. Let me log into another org, right? Previous last batch. Let's see whether what we did there. login.salesforce.com, right? Rupam @lt89.com, 89th batch, right? Because you're the 90th, so I'm just going one batch back. CRM 1234 hash. Okay, let me see whether in real time these are not that used, right? First of all, chatter itself is not used, but because it's there in the syllabus, I'm showing you, right? Nobody will ask you in the interview, but still, right? I go to where my custom code, I go to Apex classes. Let's see whether there's a chatter API class or not, right? Chatter API example, perfect, right? What I did, same thing, right? HTTP request, right? ap15.salesforce.com. Is it our server is correct? ap15 or ap16? Sure, ap16. Once again, let's check this up. Sorry, we are already set up, right? So company settings, not security, company information. We are in ap16 instance. Okay, we are correct. Our instance is correct here. Okay, let me copy the whole code from here itself. Control C. I go to my developer console. Same code, no issues, no change. Control V. Control V. Same code. Result. Control S. Right. Now let's go ahead. Anywhere we made any changes? Right. Same HTTP request equals to new request. Right. The link is data feed record me feed item. Perfect, right? Then I have get authorization, auth, username, everything is same, guys. I just copied and pasted from there. I click on preview. Now let us come, click on pull the post. Oh, here it's 15, no? Our is 16, so we have to change it to 16. So go to the program, change it to 16. Control S, right? Come back here, enter, right? I click on pull the post. Wow, it's coming. Then what is the mistake we made? HTTP service data version 29 chatter feeds record me feed item get authorization auth user info. Then I'm firing it. I'm getting the response. From the response, I'm getting the body. I'm showing the result. Did I do anything different earlier? Did I do anything different earlier? No. Right? It all looks to be the same. I didn't do anything earlier different. It's the same program. Now you see, okay, whatever it is. Now you see that you got the response in a JSON format. You got the response in a JSON format. What did we post? We post, okay, let's start. See that, Control F. Okay, let's start. See, our post is coming. What are the posts we made? We made a post called as today we will talk about Chatter API. Is it coming in the output? Control F. See that? So text equals to. So you have to now, any system who is calling it, they will get this response. They will go ahead and they will parse this response. Parse text by parsing, parser, JSON parser. And you can say whenever jp dot get text equals to text, jp dot next token, next jp dot get value as, and you can get the value. See, type equals to text. What type of, whatever we post, see that now I'm getting a response. Pulling. Whatever we post, what else we post a comment today? We have posted a comment called as hi, good morning, guys. Whatever the comments that we post, so that system is now giving you back in a JSON format. See, hi, good morning, guys. It gives you the date also. Create a date. See, 4/19/2020. I'm getting the format. I'm getting the response in what? In a JSON format. Does it look like HTML or XML? No, it looks like a JSON. It's a JSON format. See, JSON, it's a JSON format. In the JSON format, just give me a gift, guys. Right? You see that? You got the response. Now you deserialize it. Who will deserialize? Facebook will deserialize. Whoever wants to read all the posts done in my org, I will give this API to them. I will give this API to them. I will give this API to them. See, simple. Out of reading whole 1000 page, this is the output. After reading about 500 page, not 1000, 500 page, this is the output. The summary of 500 page work hard is this. How many lines? Not even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines. Now, right, this is to retrieve. Now this is to pull. Let us push. Public class, I'm writing one more class. Public class push, not push. Push. I'm not writing get, I will say set. Okay, don't think that here after you get set command. No. Okay, post command, push. That's just a method name, push. Now, what are the things I want to push? Right? What are the things I want to push? Right? So whenever I want to push, again I have to go to the document. See, post a comment, body, message segment, type of message, and the text. Exactly this format I have to follow. Exactly this format I have to follow. Exactly this format I have to follow. Now let me do it. First, what message you want to post? Let us type the message. String. String what? BODY, body of the message is equals to white. I will say hi. This MSG is posted via CHATTR Chatter API, right, through REST service, through REST service. Can you guys see? Can you guys guys see? This is the comment. This is the comment that I want to post in Chatter. This is the comment I want to post in my Chatter here. Now it's 32 minutes back. Okay, let's start. Above this, I want automatically a post has to be made. right? That's what I'm doing, right? First I declare a string. Next I have to follow the method. String, yes, everything JSON is a string. string string, post body, string, post body, body. Post is how to post. Can you see the structure here? Right, I go to the Chatter API, I go to the post. This is how they are making it. See, this is how they are making it. Let me copy this program, guys, because to build this, I'm copying it from the documentation only. See that? Control C. I'm copying it from where? From the documentation. I'm just placing them in a single line, right? Just placing them in a single line. Just placing them in a single line, right? This is the method. I've just copied from there, guys. I'm not doing anything extra. I've just copied from the documentation. Whatever the documentation is saying, I'm following it. If you want, you can keep it in separate also. But anyhow, let me put it in one line. Right? Let me put it in one line. Right? This message has to go in. Perfect. Perfect. This is the structure. Body. Message segment. Type equals to text. Perfect. Type text. Let it be. Here you have new comments. You have what? New comments. You have to add the comment here. I'm following the same structure. Right? I remove this. This is the place where you have to pass the comment. I want to pass the comment. Plus, where is my comment? My comment is in the body. Plus body. Right? System is not recognizing this single quote. Put in a single quote. Then it will be taking it. Put in a single quote. Right? What is this? Right? Let us check it out. Type. Okay. Type equals to text. What is the text? Text. It's a JSON. Key, value. Key is type, value is text. Text is the key, value is what? Right? Value is the body. Right? Exclamation. Right? It's starting. Right? Plus. Perfect. Plus body. I can give a space, I don't give a space. Meaning is same. Plus body. Right? This is what I'm adding. Whatever the body that there, BODY, I'm adding here. Plus body. Single quote quotes, double quote quotes, everything is same. Now I will repeat the same thing. HTTP, this 2, copy, right? Why this 2? This 3, all the link is also same. There's a problem. Control S, we have a problem. Right? What are the problem? Let's say 27 error, invalid symbol, constructor, identifier, right? Invalid, right? Body. Let me see the structure. Text equals to new comment. This is the place where I have to give a comment. Already the comment I have set it outside. Actually, in this whole thing, I would have pasted it here. But if I paste it, will be too long. That's the reason I've pasted outside. Right? That's the reason I've pasted outside. Should be working. I don't know why it's giving error. Okay, let's see. First, let us write complete and then same link, AP16. Right? Now, authorization also same. Authorization is also same. Authorization is also same. Right? Same thing. I'm copying from above top. Right? Now on the header, right? Method I have to declare. Method is not Because I'm giving a body, so it should be post. Post. Method is post. Method is post. Right? Not only this, on the header, set header, I have to set one more header. Request, REQUEST, request dot set set header. Request dot set header. Request dot set header. What is that? Content type. I have to declare the content type. CONTENT, content, TYP, content type. What is the type of content it is? If I don't enter also, no problem, but it's better that you declare it. Type is application or JSON. Application / JSON. What is the type of header it is? It is a JSON type. Type JSON. Type JSON. Type JSON. Post. Now let's go ahead. What is that? Request dot set body. Because whenever you're using a post, in the post, we don't put it on the header. We give in the, whenever you're using post, you have to put in the body. Set set body. Set body. Where is the body? Body is our post body, not the body. Post body. Body was only the message. Post body is the body actually, as per the structure. Now same, right? Same thing. Whenever you call this, right? Body, result equals to body. It will give a response, right? Control S, full of errors, right? Full of errors. Result, no? Okay, so that's fine. Everything is correct. The structure formation is getting wrong. The structure formation that I'm doing is wrong. Body is correct. Colon, message is there. Message segments, right? Correct. Message segment start. Type equals to this. Okay. Text, perfect. Comma, text, right? Colon, right? Here itself, this is a correct. I gave correct, I know. Right? I gave correct, I know. Plus body, plus, right? Plus body, plus this, right? Within the quotes. Okay, let me remove it. Right? Plus BODY plus body plus Control S, giving error, plus body. This all has to be in a quote, right? Quote, because I have to include it from here. Plus body plus quote. Still it's not taking it. Okay, let's do one thing. First time, let's put this whole message inside this only. This is the text that I want to post. Right? Control S. Now what is the problem? Let's see. Still there is a problem. Only one, which is not a valid constructor. Line number 19. See that structure we are, while creating a structure, there's a problem coming up. Hi. Do you see any mistake anywhere?
Sir, string body.
Which one?
Line number 18, string body we should declare in local variable. In the method you declare, no?
That's okay. It doesn't make a difference. No, whether it's a method. Anyway, I'm not using it. No. Currently, I'm not using it. Leave it.
Okay.
Right? I'm not using it. I'm not using it. Right? Body. Let's see the structure here. Let's not disturb the structure then. Okay. I'm disturbing the structure. So copy. Control C. Let's not disturb the structure. Request body example. This is how the request body example comes. Okay. Let's go back. request body. This whole I'm removing it. Delete. Request body. Now say Control S. Let's see. Still have a problem. Unrecognized symbol. Oh man. Arey. Everything was correct. Control Z. Tell me what is the problem? I have to, because it's a string, this all has to come inside a string code. Done. Control S. There shouldn't be any error. See, what is this? It's a string data type. How do you define a string? In a quote. We put it string in a quote, right? Because now I will remove this whole. That's the reason I was thinking why I'm getting an error when I did everything correct. I will put the message directly here. Plus, don't put here, put again quotes. Inside the quote, plus BODY, plus, right? This is how it will look. Plus, now the structure has got a problem. Structure got a problem. Okay, there is no body defined. Remove the body. Now it should be working. Control C. Control S. Let's see. See, perfectly fine. Right? I can put it in the message inside also, guys. But now I'm declaring the message, then I'm passing it to the body structure. Perfect. This should be working. Now let us put one more button. Same P command. Paragraph. Again, I'll put one more button. Same thing. Control C, Control V. Apex command button. I will say post a message. Post the message. Post message. Whenever you call, system has to call what? This one. Push. System has to call push. Control S. Keep on watching now. I go to the preview. 2 button comes. I click on post message. I got the response. Rather than response, let us see whether the message got posted or not. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Let's go to the chatter. I refresh. I once again click on chatter. See? Hi, this message posted via Chatter API through REST service. Can you see, guys? Can you guys see? Did I make this post manually? Did I make this post manually? No. I didn't click on here and I didn't type anything. No. Through a program I posted it. Through a Chatter API I posted it. Through a Chatter API I posted it. Follow the documentation. Through a Chatter API I posted it. Now you want this body. So let us put it in this way. Public string body. Public string body. I'm removing this, guys. Right? Now I go here. Right? Here I will say that. Right? Enter the details that you want to post. Enter the details you want to post. What is that? I will say Apex. APEX. Apex INPUT input. Apex input text. Text value label. I will say label. Enter post comment. Right? And then I will say value. Value equals to what? Exclamation. What is this? Body. Control S. First save this. Control S. Now come here. Save this. Control S. No error. Click on preview. Go and refresh. See, whatever the button you type, hi, POST post from VF. Post the message. Go and check your Chatter API. Automatically, next time when you click on Chatter API, you will get that post there. Hi, post from VF. Hi, post from VF. Post from VF. Post from VF. Visual Force. See how my, and I'm getting the response also, guys. Response is again in JSON format, right? Right. This is the company name. This is the user ID. Active true. Last name true. Right. See, complete response I'm getting. Right. Response. That's the response. Enter the detail you want to post. Post it. Pull will pull all the details. See, whatever the comment still now has been pulled by it's, I'm getting in a response in a JSON format. So in single word, this class has both pull and push. That means whatever 1000 page you are read, this is the output. I've just shown you message. You can pull the file, post a file, right? You can delete a post, like a post. All these things are there in the documentation, which you can do. All these are there in your documentation, which you can do. Right? Clear? Clear how to write a Chatter API? Same thing. I just need to know the endpoint URL. I just need to know the structure. Everybody understood what I'm doing, why I'm doing, how I'm doing? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right? I know that. I told you in the day one. Integration is the toughest part in Salesforce because you have to study, understand. Everywhere it's different. Some 60% is same. 50 to 60% is same everywhere. HTTP request, endpoint, but remaining 40% is different in every cases. Right? So by this, we will end your integration classes. If you want, we can teach so many things. I can go in depth, but right, it is enough for you to put integration on your resume. These are the things that if you are able to do on your resume and you are able to show live, if somebody asks you to write a program, if you are able to show at least 2 integration, that's enough because you have the basic standard knowledge, optimal knowledge for integration. This is enough. Remaining is case to case now. Nothing else I'm doing. I'm just transferring this header, body, but remaining everything is same. I just need to find how the header is done, how the authentication has to done. That's it. You can go ahead and you can start making your own integrations now. Right? Now, the next thing, what is called streaming API. Streaming API. What is a streaming API? Live streaming. You make a change, immediately it has to make a change somewhere outside. For that, we have to use a third-party technology in Salesforce called as Comet D. COMETD, Comet D. Comet D. Comet D Salesforce. Not a use, right? Comet D Salesforce. Push notification, right? Live. You make a change there, immediately it has to be changed. Currently, what is happening, Visual Force page? You're making a change, it's not coming here unless until you click refresh again. But with a Comet D, subscribe, Comet D. It's a third. Use Comet D to subscribe. Subscribe means you have to use Comet D. Comet D is a third-party technology through which You can live refresh. If somebody changed the data here, immediately the data will be changed there, right? Using what? Using Comet D. Using Comet D. I will send you the whole documentation. Review it. Nobody will ask you. We don't do any streaming API, but just have an overview. Comet D, it's very complex, right? If I start showing you now, you'll leave it. I'll send you the documentation, right? Follow the documentation and do it if you are interested. Otherwise, you can leave it. Streaming API. What is a streaming API? Live refresh of a data. Live refresh of a data. Data refresh in our page. I want in the Facebook also it should refresh immediately. In the Facebook also it should refresh immediately. Nobody does that. Wow, right? It's always post and get in real time. No streaming API, but I'll give you the steps, right? So by this, I'll send you the step. It will be there in your drive, a Word document, step by step. Don't worry. I'll give you the code. I will give you the step. Click here, click there, write the code. By now, everyone knows how to write the code, how to write the class, how to write HTTP request. So it will be same thing, except the Comet D. You have to add Comet D, right? Comet D programming. You have to copy paste some Comet D programming. So right? So by this, your integration class comes to an end. So what we have learned in the integration, serializing, deserializing, both JSON and XML. How to serialize, how to deserialize. Then we have learned HTTP, how to create a response, how to get a response, how to send a request, how to get a request, request and response in HTTP. Then we started with the endpoint URL. We started posting. We started integrating with REST. We have seen how to use SOAP. We have seen how to use SOAP with WSDL. SOAP with WSDL, SOAP without WSDL. SOAP with link, SOAP without link. I don't want to give a link. I want to give you a WSDL file. So SOAP with WSDL, SOAP without WSDL. REST, no WSDL. REST is only link, only with the link. These are the things that we have seen, right? That's all in integration. That's all in logic or program-based integration, right? Any questions, guys, before we disconnect? Any questions? Watch the video, practice it. Okay. That's it, guys. Next week onwards, no session. If you have anything, you want to contact me, you have my WhatsApp number. You can send me a mail. I can send you a link. We can get on. I can give you a timing. We can have a one-on-one discussion, right? So start preparing. If you want to put your integration, be careful what you are putting. What you want to place in the resume, be careful and then place it. Whatever you know, put only those, right? Thank you, guys. Have a nice and wonderful day, right? Thanks. By this, your integration class comes to an end, right? Those who are from the batch 90, right? Monday, we will have a project session and then your class will come to an end there also. So whatever you have learned, trigger, batch apex, schedule apex, Queueable, sync, async, SOQL, DML, right? VF, Visual Force page, controllers, extensions, everything, go ahead and check it out. They will be part of your interview question. As I told you, right? Execution pattern, favorite interview question. Execution pattern, favorite interview question. So please, right? That's it, guys. Have a nice and wonderful day, right? Happy weekends. Be safe. If you have any doubts, anytime if you want to contact me, you can freely contact me, but just wait for some time for giving a response. You have to give me some time for a response, okay? Bye-bye, guys. Take care.